Thanks for staying with us. The quest to find the best South African cars by consumers' standards is underway. Almost 40 vehicles chosen by those customers have been pushed to their limit by a panel of judges as part of the cars.co.za Consumer Awards Survey. eNCA's resident petrol head, Dusan Thatia, spent a day at the Gerotech testing facility in Pretoria.
Some of the finest cars in South Africa. Well, that's what thousands of owners have decided through the cars.co.za Consumer Awards Survey. But now it's time for motoring journalists to get their hands on the finalists in each category.
The scoring here today will account for 50% of the vehicle's final score. The other 50% is a brand score that is made up of what consumers say it is like living with these vehicles. What is the service like? What is the sales process like? Because motoring journalists, to be honest, we don't live with these cars. We don't have that experience, so it's unfair to expect us to make that call.
There are 13 categories, from budget to performance, and one mark will also be hailed as Brand of the Year. Everything from off-road capability to handling, practicality, and other elements is being checked over 2 days at the Gerotech testing facility.
This can't be an easy process, Chiro. I mean, you're driving these different cars back to back. They all are quality vehicles. What sets them apart from each other?
So we look at the value for money mostly when it comes to things like budget cars. When it comes to things like SUVs, for instance, like this Porsche Cayenne, I mean, this is probably around the 1.3 million mark. So people buying in this segment are not that bothered if there's a sort of a 50 grand difference maybe between this and a rival. So what you're looking for here is real quality in the interior, quality in the way the car drives, the actual ride quality on the road.
The sponsors say they want consumers to be the ultimate winners.
This is the one competition that ultimately has a very fair, a weighting of what the consumer's voice has to say. And for us, that's actually quite special, right? Because, we are in an era where it's no longer about pushing what we as corporate think customers want.
And after spending the day surrounded by both beauties and beasts, temptation came knocking, or rather revving, during a live interview.
So what now? After this process, what's next? I understand that winners won't be announced just yet.
No, in January there'll be a massive event, and that's when we'll find out who the ultimate winners are for the Cars Awards.
Listen, bud, you've been asking me the whole day for a freaking drive in this TTRS. Here's the keys, go for it.
For real?
Go, the door's open.
Claire, I'm really sorry, Claire, but I can't.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Tulas, I'm sorry about this, but this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
What's going
Claire,
on here?
My apologies.
Dusan Thatia, Pretoria.
And he hasn't been seen since.